MCP Major from day one, Husky. You know, everybody has shown us that they have got what it takes to touch that top spot. Is it gonna stay alive? We have got 3 more rounds in here as we swoop back in here to Bermuda.
This is going to be interesting. I think all eyes would be on GeekFam right now. If you are any team on playing in the Grand Finals, you would be looking to take a GeekFam. And can I just say, I know it does not make sense, but let me just say this, right? The only reason GeekFam is performing as well because Bloody Heads are not playing in the Grand Finals. Their kryptonite is not in the Grand Finals. Obviously, that's not the case, but it could be a possibility. But Do Easy losing Man 04 to Jaboiwa, that is a good start for AV Ligers. They can still try and pick him up, but Man 04 pretty much isolated out in the open. So Do Easy, you gotta try and take out the members from AV Ligers before trying to revive the team. Man 04 about to bleed out. Bayet finds Red Panda from behind, so that's gonna buy Do Easy some time. Can they get to Man 04? It seems like Bayet will. Cheers is nearby, but Man 04 should be able to bring back out. Jembao gets knocked out by Jaboiwa. Here comes the rush from AV Ligers, and they are making the first move, and they are doing the right move this time. Soldier catches the ball. Bayet takes 2 turns. Cheers out Man 04. It's gonna be a clutch move from Bayet. Can he save the entirety of his team? Shogun trying to look for it. Make it out this time. AV Ligers finally pay back. They lose Red Panda, but they get 4 points in the bag. Do Easy are out.
What a beautiful response coming in from the Ligers. I mean, it's like you poke and prod the monster. The monster was sleeping. The Liger did not show you its fangs just yet. But Do Easy thought it would be easy to tame the ferocious beast. And oh, did they pay for it. Red Panda, man. I mean, Jaboiwa and Red Panda on the ground earlier. They went in there for the flush on Red Panda first. Jaboiwa in there. You know, AV Shogun as well as Cheers could have gone in there for the save. Jaboiwa kind of got picked up back. Crazy, man. Crazy matchups coming through. SAF, ladies, German boys and girls. Are they going to be able to show us that they can shine through as well? Steady squad, steadily, they've been doing so. But today is the day, Husky. Like you said, SPM, man, it is your final opportunity.
Yeah, this is it. This is where, you know, this is the result that people will look at to determine your quality as a team and as individual players. No, everything else does not matter. It's kind of the cruel world of competition where your past achievements will not matter if you don't make it to the biggest stage. And I think, obviously, I've been repeating this a lot of times, GeekFam are on their way there and they're pretty close. I think they have 1 foot through the door, but you have AKO and Blacklist International trying to catch up, and they just need a couple of good rounds. In a couple, I mean 2 good rounds, as we only have 3 more left to catch up, and it is still possible, but it is a tall order. As SAF, they're going to run into views pretty soon.
You know, today is a little bit different, right? Although it's like same old, yeah. We go in here, the slate's all clean, but slightly different the situation is because they go in here to play 6 rounds instead of the usual 4, right? So there's more pressure, there's more stress, but there's also more opportunities against the exact same squads. Because when you come in here, obviously squads like GeekFam, who are world-class worthy already, are switching it up. But can you learn them within 2 or 3 games and respond accordingly? That will show the quality of the other squads as well, Aski.
Yeah, definitely. And I think GeekFam, they have they are basically playing like how they did in the first half of the league, right?
Correct.
They know when to be aggressive, they know when to go for the push, and everything looks so clean. It honestly feels like maybe you're right. Maybe they were hiding something. Or maybe they just managed to find their groove back and identify that perhaps this is the best playstyle. And without every other team has been playing this passive manner, it benefits teams like GeekFam who are already good, who already have those fundamentals nailed. They are not worried about the passiveness or the aggressiveness because they know when to capitalize on that.
Absolutely, right? And that relates back to what I've been screaming the whole day now, man. Everyone has the fire, but champions know when to ignite the spark. And like what we've pointed out, GeekFam, they knew exactly when to hold back, and they know exactly when to go in there for the fight, man. It's going to be auto knockout right now, just firing off into the distance, hoping to just scare the squads off and away. But gee, I don't know, man. Auto knockout, they got the first boo, but they haven't been that crazy impressive. GeekFam definitely has stolen our attention back at the grand finals. Can auto knockout steal it back from them?
Unfortunately, this is kind of a pattern from auto knockout where they have breakout rounds and afterwards it feels like they cannot maintain it. And the best term to describe this is just lack of consistency, right? You compare AKO and Geek Fam, both teams have the potential. They both got booyahs. In fact, out of 3 rounds, only 2 teams have gotten booyahs, AKO and Geek Fam. But what separates these 2 teams? Geek Fam, they are more consistent.
Yeah, and it's the same consistency for either side, right? When Geek Fam was going in there and they were blazing, they were consistently blazing. Yes. When they were sucking, they were consistently so bad, man. You know, they kept it. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's going to be auto knockout in here as the aggressors. They have to go in for the push. Why? Because they were at the disadvantage. They're going to just leave Mr. D for the cover all the way back. Let's go in here as well. It is going to be the time trainer being pulled out. Mr. D, as I've just said, going in for that flank as well as those long shots, hoping and praying to be able to give sufficient cover. But look at Geek Fam going up against Views. It's going to be Mon almost taken down. Show you, Mon, goodbye, baby. But no takedowns just yet. No deletes just yet. Haziq goes in for the takedown of Bandy as well. Show you on the ground. Views, good night, goodbye. Geek Fam has entered the fray, and my dear friends, they want the booyah number 3.
But FSK, they actually take out Geek Fam. The lead is there. They're down 2 down. FSK from beyond the screen takes out Geek Fam. Now there's a chance. Now there's a chance for teams like AKO. There's a chance for teams like Blacklist International to perhaps catch out FSK. They might have saved the world ticket for some of these teams.
Holy Lord! Dude, we talked about how Purgatory was where you go in to pay for your sins, and Bermuda, this starts the whole cycle again, and this is where the sin is being made. Geek Fam just did the bigger sin, and that bigger sin was, well, Lady Luck just wasn't on their side, and they did not respond accordingly. They did not look out. They got a little bit too confident. They went in there for the swoop on Views. They took down Mon, but dude, this is a Views, and it all just happened way too fast. Right after that, didn't it, Husky?
Yeah, and I was about to say that push was awesome, and it is. They did it pretty cleanly. They lost no one, at least against Wills. They lost everyone against Fastco MY. And I don't think they had a chance to retaliate because Fastco MY struck that fast. And it's understandable, right? They were near Geek Fam, but now they're running into Steady Squad. So let's see if they can take out Steady Squad, because Steady Squad, they are on the brink of perhaps not getting a chance to qualify for the World Series, so they cannot get knocked out. And in fact, they are running away from Fastco MY. It is okay to give up that compound to Fastco MY if you want to preserve your life. But you can see that there's a bit of reserve from Steady Squad. They still want to stick around and see if they can make something happen. Shots and Swas taking their position as well. XL will be on the outskirts. They've surrendered most of the area to Fastco MY, but they're keeping some to themselves. Yeah, man. Freedom Rumble in here, just behind them as well. So Fastco MY just living up true to their name, right? What a crazy, speedy takedown on Geek Fam, man. The monsters who have gone in there for 2 booyahs, 23, 27 points being picked up. Not easy at all, but FSK made it look simple. But Freedom Rumble right now coming in to force some pressure as well. So if FSK does happen to get into a fight with Steady Squad, Freedom Rumble will be hungry, will be thirsting to get some extra points for themselves, Husky. This is it's getting pretty dicey though. A lot of teams are moving down towards the southern side of the map. Despite this circle still being in the first phase, most of the teams are just getting prepped for the upcoming safe zone. Blacklist International playing very far away, so we're not going to see them in action pretty soon. And the zone goes up to Bima Sakti. This is going to be fun. Let's find out where the zone goes. Come on. If it goes up, this will be huge for AK. It does not. It does not. Close. So I guess most of the teams make the right move to move downwards. Blacklist International, they have to make case. They're the only team outside of the safe zone, in fact. Everyone else is congregated around, the Fast Q, MY, Freedom Rumble, Steady Squad. They're all within the same area.
But I think that might just be the best strategy at the moment, right? Because they've got just one more minute to hang around outside of the zone.
Yeah.
And as they go in for the push later on, this is something they don't know, but the course is clear and the battle is going to break down shortly in the middle there. Look at Auto Knockout coming in close vicinity with Divinity as well as SAF as well. And we know Freedom Rumble, FSK as well as Steady Squad, that fight is going to happen. AV Liger is going to be hanging out of this, VPH going to be hanging out of this. So I'm estimating it's going to be a VPH AV as well as a Blacklist International three-way showdown. But nothing is confirmed, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. You never know what happens. And at this point, right, we still haven't hit that golden 16-minute mark just yet, Husky. And you know, once again, as I think we don't even need for 16 because this is Bermuda, right? Give it another 2 minutes and all hell is gonna break loose.
And it seems like that might just come true because AKO, they're pushing it forward. And team number 4 entering this conversation that is about to get pretty heated. They have Freedom Rumble in front. We saw Blacklist International. They got themselves a couple of vehicles to work with, so they have made it into the circle. I was about to say that if they push in slowly, it is good for them because they will be safe. But perhaps not. V2's found his man flank on the flank. So Blacklist International, they have to try and survive this as VPH will be the first point of contact, and SAF towards the more inside.
How do you get out of this, Husky? This is crazy, man. Auto Knockout, Freedom Rumble, FSK, yeah, Steady Squad. They are all neighbors right now, and they hate each other. This is a food wars. They are throwing. They're probably going to have a pillow fight at a certain point as well. But that's after the MCP Majors Grand Finals. Right for now, everybody is fighting for money. Friend, everybody's up for our team getting taken down, not defeated. Deleted, and it looks like Blacklist International is going to be very, very sad as Phoenix goes in for Raimiel. Very good retaliation, but not enough as Raimiel gets deleted. Looks like it's all good. And it's going to be man flank on Phoenix as well. Goes in for the delete on Phaeton. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, VPH right now going to be paying a very, very, very high price for taking on Blacklist International. But VPH, my bad! Blacklist gets taken down. It looks like the velocity carried forth was just enough, Husky.
Yeah, VPH throw under the bridge and they surprised Blacklist International with that ambush. It was close. Blacklist International, they needed to not get knocked out. That was their chance. The fact that Geekman got knocked out in 10th place was their chance, but I guess that is going to be stopped by VPH velocity. Really feels bad. Another team that has an opportunity, AKO, caught in this 4-way conflict. FSK, they need to deal with Steady Squad, and they are doing it appropriately as Squad has been knocked down by the sniper from Ali. But there's not going to be any kills coming in just yet. The circle still has all 4 teams inside the safe zone at Porchinok. So unless a team decides to go for a push, we are not going to see much casualties. I'm expecting AKO to not make a move. Freedom Rumble, they'll hold their ground, and they're the best at holding down a fort. As SAF now, they're going to chip in as well. Steady Squad getting showered by bullets from multiple angles.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is a party, and I don't think Steady Squad was invited, right? Because everybody's just trying to kick them out right now. It's going to be FSK as well as VPH, but we don't know where the zone is going to be. Kind of squeezing them on later on, ladies, German boys and girls. It's going to be Auto Knockout in here. AV Ligers on the slow approach, and right now that leaves Freedom Rumble in a very, very sticky situation. They're not caught between a rock and a hard place. They're just caught between 3 behemoths of squads. Freedom Rumble, 3 players left. Apam is out, and you know what a great support player Apam has been for the Freedom Rumble players thus far. Auto Knockout with a 4-man push might be able to take them out, but that's just a huge might because Freedom Rumble has been put in testing situations so many times.
Yes.
They have managed to pull through.
Yeah, and AV Ligers, they just entered the vicinity. So yeah, we might see AV Ligers engage in this, knowing how AV Ligers usually play, but they have the better spot on the southern side. DVT though, they will start to rotate in from the northern side into Porchinok. This is a dangerous place for them to go through. They kind of have to go through the freeway, and on top of the hill, you will get shot at, and AKO will be firing at Shira. SAF will keep themselves hidden for now. VPH going the long way as well, so they will run into Steady Squad if they decide to continue down that path. But like you said, give it a couple of minutes. 15 minutes is the usual breaking point. We're about to reach that critical mass.
Yeah, man. SAF and DVT, I don't have great hopes for them to make them end, right? Circle goes away from SAF, very, very close to DBT. Now, DBT doesn't need to be the aggressor. They just need to play safe. They just need to inch in forward. The blue walls might be able to help them, but it's all about when they choose to ignite the spark as well, because if they expose themselves a little too early, they then become the feeding, the pawn, right? The little fish in there that gets eaten up by the big fish in the pawn first. FSK with the shots on Steady Squad. Steady Squad has dropped 2 players, but then they just managed to pick them back up. They are ready for the end game battle. At the 15-minute mark right now, ladies, German boys and girls, we expected it to break out a little bit earlier, but no, the teams want to keep it. They want to keep it for the end. It's going to be McRory right now on the ground. One team almost taken down, but no, he will survive just for the time being. Divinity letting those shots go against Let's Go from SAF, but he will go on to respond with his own gunshots as well as Stain takes down Axel. It's going to be Steady Squad in here with the fight on FSK. Oh, Batman just recovering in the nick of time. Drags taken down Stain. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Divinity on SAF. Are they going to be able to survive this? The blue walls just putting in enough distance and protection between the two to allow Divinity to maintain composure for a bit as they lose Ganza. SAF the better aggressor so far. Divinity not seeing a way out of this as they try to survive. She-Ra gets taken down by McRory, and here comes auto knockout. Goodbye, She-Ra. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as the zone comes in for a close, Batman bows out as well. Divinity, as we talked about, they get taken out. But the next on the list is definitely going to be SAF because of their positioning. McRory right now on the ground. His partner with him there as well. Freedom Rumble, they go in here for a totally different fight, Husky. At the 16-minute mark, Shogun gets taken down for AV Ligers. They have been great aggressors, but not at the grand finals. We need to see more of a Fang. They come in here, right? The zone is squeezing all of them into this tiny area, which is great for them. Blacklist International would have been so crazy as the fight comes through. Newbie gets taken down. Auto knockout. One team out of the game as well. Husky brother man. Pandemonium starts now.
And then it starts when VPH Velocity just got wiped by Fastkill and why they were able to hold it. VPH went in for the rush, but Fastkill and why hold on. And you can see Freedom Rumble, they are in the circle. They have probably the best spot. Mr. D needs to die. SAF won't be able to go through, but they're just picking off SAF one by one. Let's go, Peach. One back up, but here comes the They gotta run. They got to run. And time is running out. AB Ligers from the southern side will strike as FSK now down. So just Yun tries to pick Newbie back up. Lemon is right there. The blue zone is gonna take them all down. Yun, they cannot stay, and AB Liger gets knocked out by Freedom Rumble. Yu is the last man left alive with 29 health in the bag, make it to 15. The blue zone is just merciless with Freedom Rumble. Joker right in front of his glue wall. He has no choice but to die as Sadie Squad also tries to come in, but Freedom Rumble, this is the territory. AKO coming in as well. 14 left alive, and you can see Sadie Squad taking fights on different sides. AKO Miro going in for the rush, but he's gonna get pinned up by Exile. Miro taken now. Zen comes in to try and provide backup. Shura on the outskirts as well with the time turner with Freedom Rumble inside that warehouse, and Yoon still alive with utilities left to spare. He's gonna recover himself. The nade flies through onto the side. Shura blocks that with the glue wall, and the nade from Cobb will take out Swa as the blue zone will close in one final time. This is it. AKO, it's their chance to get a booyah, to catch up to Geek Fam. Can they do it? They got one down. Cobb's at the window. They're rushing in. They're gonna take out Cobb. Drax comes for a rotation, but he takes himself out. Cobb's down. This is it. AKO, not gonna make it. Fast Kill and White steals it away from AKO. And they get the booyah. Yun, the savior for the team.
What a crazy